When you're on a twisty road and there's a cliff, you could just gun it over that cliff. You could. There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
I pretty much always get on my bike using the foot peg. Is that uncool? Is that like a non-manly way to do it? I don't care, because I'm very secure in my genderhood. But I'm just wondering if in the macho motorcycle community, if that's considered non-macho. I hope so. Oh, I remember passing this too. It looks kind of like the same deal, just like a, I don't know what that's for. I feel like it's like a little Jeep playground kind of thing. Not much of one, but I think those people like those sort of little steep things to try out their whatever superpowers their Jeeps have. Anyway, when I accidentally turned off the GoPro with a voice command back there, what I was saying was I've thought in the past, especially at the end of the tat, about editing together every single time I say GP stop recording. If I say it even close, it'll stop. So, but I use the voice commands, so I don't ever have to. I don't really ever have to take my hands off the handlebars, because now that I use the brick, I keep it on at all times, and I just use voice commands to turn it on when I want to turn it on, and voice commands to make it stop. And that works so well, because if you keep the camera off and like you use the button to start recording, that works, but it takes a while for it to sort of turn on and then start recording. Did the GoPro go off before the creek back there? If it did, I apologize, because it was like a postcard. And I was complaining about how awful this is. But the front suspension, I meant to get John to go take it for a ride to see if I was making this up. We talked about the suspension, but he was getting ready to leave, so. But could it be something else other than the shocks? Like, could something about where it attaches up here be getting loose, where it's going like that a little bit? I mean, I don't think that's it, but and I guess I should know this, but these shocks have no adjustment, right? I think the back one might. I'm not sure. I don't think the front has any sort of adjustment. But maybe I just need to tighten things up. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I would feel that. It doesn't have any give. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe when I finally take it in for the brake recall, that's taken 6 months to get a set of parts that I know only would have taken them 2 days if they weren't so freaking slack. What's up with these dealerships, man? Why? Oh, and I emailed my contact at Royal Enfield about this speedometer. This is new, because the old one was like just shaking apart and rattling, and it was just a disaster. And so this is a new one, and this one has the gear indicator here where the navigation, where the compass was in the old model of the speedometer. So I guess it's upgraded, but I'm still getting this white dust in there. I think I might have showed you that after the last ride. And what I've heard it is these white letters are painted with this, I don't know, some kind of this special paint. I don't know if it's special. And when you go in the rough stuff, it just disintegrates and makes a pile of dust right there. So he said he'd send me another cluster, but I'm like, I don't know, what's the point if it's going to do the same thing as the last two? I mean, I guess I'll take it. Maybe I'll just put it away until this one gets really bad. But I don't know, just fix it. And with the clearing, I told him too, I wasn't able to clear my tripometer. Well, what I've learned, accidentally learned, is that to clear it, the engine has to be off. Which makes absolutely no sense. Did I already talk about this on the way up here? I feel like I did. So future answer, cut this out if I've already said this, but it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I only clear it when I'm getting gas, so it's not a big deal as long as I remember. But what about people with roll charts? That's not very convenient for them. I don't think I'll ever use a roll chart, so I don't care, but it's just like, why? The old one you could clear on the fly while you were riding. Wow, it always just feels like it takes 20 minutes to go up and 5 minutes to get back down. Doesn't it? Isn't that the way? Isn't that the way it is? Yes, it is the way it is. Seeing all these other roads, like it looks like there's one that maybe you could get to from back there, but I did not see that at all on the way. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Those are some houses. Oh, dudes, I wish you could just feel the sun. Oh my God, man. Go stop watching this video. Go get on your motorcycle. Or go get in your car and go down to your motorcycle dealer. That's all I'm saying. I've decided, okay, it's October, so for you it's probably next October. But I've decided that the only way that I have any kind of a chance to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, it's impossible. It's impossible unless somehow I get some exposure from the BDR film thing. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. You know what I mean? Maybe, but that's not going to be. I'm only at like 8,200 right now. I'm not going to get, what is that, 1,800 more from that? No, I'm not. Actually, there's just no chance. It's not going to happen. Private, posted, private, posted. Nope. It was worth a look though, dudes. It was worth a look. You don't know. That chain might not have been there. The posted sign might have been angled a different way that could lead you to believe that maybe you could go down that road. You don't know. It was worth a little turnaround. Even though those little turnarounds are where I go down most of the time. So I think Globe and Mortimer are like the type of places you have to go now. Blowing Rock used to be a little sleepy mountain village. It's not anymore. Now it's a tourist attraction. But these towns, because it takes some effort to get to them, I think they're going to stay sleepy a little longer. We were looking at a map last night too, trying to figure out, because 16 miles an hour to get to Mortimer from Blowing Rock, but I think there's some access to the south that's a little easier. But still, these towns are out there, and the word town is probably too much. I'll take it. I'll take a dead end. Oh man, they do some churching in that place, right? There used to be this, I lived in this attic apartment in Columbia for a long time. $225 a month, all during when I was in a band, and it was so cheap. Uh-oh. Do I want to deal with these dogs? Twice? They don't look psycho. Anyway, the attic apartment. Good boys. And there was a Baptist church like in a storefront around the corner, like a block and a half away. And on Sundays, when I was feeling gross from the night before, or still up from the night before, as was my tradition for a lot of those years, I would go down there and wait till they started the service and just sort of sit against the wall and listen to the music and the preacher. And it was, it was some great music and one of those bellowing preachers, hellfire and brimstone and all that stuff. And every single time I was like, "Ooh, that looked interesting. Maybe we'll check that out on our way back." Look at all these. Is that birch? River birch? Anyway, I would always think I need to just go in there and go to one of the services. I'm not a religious person, but I like good experiences with people that I might not have another reason or occasion to hang out with. And in my experience, church people are pretty welcoming, like they want you to come in. But I never did, because I'm a wimp. I'm a scared little wimp. So there you go. Alright, so this is one of those deals where there's 2 mailboxes at the end, and so it just goes to people's houses. It ends, but it keeps going pretty far. Wait, am I wrong about that? Holy shit, it goes really far. Holy shit, it goes all the way up to 221. I don't want to go to 221 right now, but duly noted. Actually, maybe I've come down that way. I might have come down that way. Anyway, good to know. I don't want to go to 221, so I'm not going to go that way, but good to know. What was that? Johns Creek Baptist Church? I'll check when we get back out there, but good to know. Future Inch. Market. Pat it with a B. Pat it with a B. What is that from? It's from a nursery rhyme. What is it from? What's the nursery rhyme? Roll it and pat it and mark it with a B. Which, what the hell does that mean? Something for baby and me. patty cake. It's freaking patty cake. I'm quoting patty cake, dudes. Okay, that's definitely private property. That's not a proper road. And there's wires that go back there to someone's house. I'm not doing that. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but remember the Reynolds Road or whatever it was called that I was trying to get to, and it's the one I heard about on ATV Rider. It's the one where it was raining, and we came to that bridge with the scary sign saying, "This is private property. You'll be prosecuted." Okay, well, you know what? I got back to the house and opened up Gaia and opened up the private property layer that tells you who owns everything. And guess what? The road, the bridge is not private property. So I am pissed at these people. Who do they... Oh, maybe that was the one I passed. I got nowhere to be. I'm getting pissed at these people with their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, do I want to deal with that muddy... Yeah, I don't think. Oh, I can see where it goes. It doesn't go far. Nope. Isn't it weird how sometimes you're like... Sometimes I would just go down that. I wouldn't even think about it. And other times you're just not in the mood. You're not in the right mood for it. Isn't that weird? No, it's not really that weird. What's weird is quoting patty cake. That's weird. Come on, dudes, look at this. I don't think there's any difference to the sort of, the mode of American motorcycle rider freedom. There's a version of that that's attached to Harley riders who ride across the country and just like, out in the West. There's that American motorcycle rider freedom, but there's also the Piddler American motorcycle rider freedom, where an old guy goes and piddles around on a motorcycle. And I think they're both valid. I think they're both equal. Just the fact that this isn't relegated to motorcycles, but just the fact that if I wanted to, I could point this motorcycle in any direction and just keep going for as long as I felt like it. Okay, there's some issues with that. Yes, there are some problems. There are some roadblocks, possibly, like work and being married to another human being. But if I wanted to, if I really, really wanted to, I could. Or maybe I don't have free will at all. Maybe I really do want to, but I know I can't, so I'm not going to do it. So I would never choose. I could never choose that option in reality because I don't really have free will. Because I can't really do that. Although I could. I totally could. You know what I'm saying? I could. I really could. Same as when you're on a twisty road and there's a cliff, you could just gun it over that cliff. You could. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. I don't recommend it. I don't think it would be a good outcome. But just having that knowledge that you could it's almost enough. It's almost enough. like I missed something. And I don't know if this is it. Private land. No trespassing. But is that sign for that property or this property? Okay. I'm not trespassing on that land. Someday, dudes, I'm just gonna get shot in the face. And this doesn't look like I can get anywhere. And now I've come down here too far where it's gonna be interesting to turn around. But what if that gate says, please pass and just don't forget to close the gate? I don't think that's what it says though. Okay, so that's another out and back crossed off the list. Yeah, that just both those just peter out, but let's go see. Shall we? That's always a good sign. Get it? Get it? It's a sign. Am I coming right back where I just was? Is this going to be John's church? It is. Okay. All right. I need to regroup, and I need to start making sense. Unlike David Byrne. How do I not know that's just where I came from? How is that possible? I ask you. Alright, I'll stop up here and regroup, but there's nothing else to do. There's no other place to go other than down this way. But I mean, check out this valley, just sort of out here. Surrounded by mountains. I'm intrigued. Could I live out here? Maybe. Work at this Christmas tree farm? Maybe. I really don't understand the economics of a Christmas tree farm. Because I think it takes several years for a Christmas tree to grow to a Christmas tree size. Just how does that work? I guess there's a lot of, I don't know. It's like that 60-year-old McKellen that went on auction. I heard this on the radio yesterday. 60-year-old bottle of McKellen. And they think it's going to go at auction from $1.4 to $4.1 million. Maybe it was older than 60 years. I can't remember, but it was old. But it's like, who has money to do something like that? That's pretty insane. I mean, a sip of that is like, depending, you know, a couple $100,000. And why buy it if you're not going to drink it? I guess, is it an investment or something? I don't know, man. Shit like that's weird. The whole concept of money is weird. I have a song lyric from this song called The Animals Line Up, and it's, oh, what is it? It's we weren't poor until we invented money.
We weren't poor till we came up with money.
Because it's true. Right? What's going on out here? I need a Globe resident to contact me and just tell me what's going on out here. And Mortimer. I need some contacts. I need some context and I need some contacts. Look at this little place. Little houses, RVs. I think I passed this yesterday or Thursday. Yeah, I did. Is the Coffee General Store up here? Maybe I'm in Coffee and I'm not in Globe. Have I already gone through Globe? Am I right about that? Is it up here on the right? Doing some churching up there. Oh, so Globe Baptist Church. I've gone to the right before. I've actually stopped in this church parking lot to get my bearings before. I'm going to do it again. Collettsville Road. That's where the Mug House is. Like if I went down there and took a left, I'd go to the Mug House. And down here, 90 is one of the roads that we were like, oh, well, there's a big road where you can access these places. So let's see how big of a road it actually is.
Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.